Welcome to Those Guys Sports. It is your boy Mike, and in today's conversation, I wanted to actually do Denver Nuggets versus the Los Angeles Lakers playoff preview. Now, in doing so, this series is an interesting one. You know, the bubble's real. People talk down the bubble so much. They talked it down. They broke it down. They said these guys weren't really worthy to both be in the Western Conference that year. The Lakers won the title. It was a bubble title. Blah, 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 blah. Now what? Now what can you say? Tell me. What can you say? They're in. Both teams are in. Denver Nuggets, the number one team in the Western Conference, have just they've been the most consistent team throughout the whole season. I know, of course, we can talk about a little batch of the end of the season where Jokic saw the straw poll, saw that he was going to win another MVP and said, you know what? I'm chilling. I'm relaxing. I don't want to do this right now because you guys are starting to piss me off. Because you guys don't think I deserve it. And what has he done in the playoffs? Just acted like an MVP. He's just been great throughout the whole playoffs. They deserve to beat the Phoenix Suns. Phoenix Suns really won 2 games, ultimately because Devin Booker and Kevin Durant just didn't miss. Especially Devin Booker. The man really didn't miss. The man was shooting percentages that we have not seen in years. Years. Decades. Devin Booker was doing. He's doing decades work in that playoff series. But Denver still won because they're the better team. I keep telling everyone who's willing to listen how good Denver is. Denver's the type of team that you just underestimate, you don't pay attention to, you ignore. You're too busy talking about the Clippers. You're too busy talking about Phoenix. You're too busy talking about the Los Angeles Lakers. If you keep talking about all of them, you know what you're not talking about? The Denver Nuggets. Who is being number one overall seed in the Western Conference. Who's beating in the first round. Who's winning in the first round. Who's winning in the second round. And now they have to face the Denver 8th seed. A team that was 2-10. A team that looks like they were going to lose to the Timberwolves, but they won. A team that faced the Grizzlies. There's a parade inside my city, and won as well. A team that then goes on to face the Golden State Warriors, which worried me. I'm not gonna front. That worried me. I was like, okay, and I want the Lakers to win. I'm not gonna lie. If I had to pick a team that wants to win, it's the Lakers. Then it's the Heat. Then it's the Nuggets. Then probably everyone else. I really don't care. But I really want to see the Lakers win. I'm a LeBron guy. I kind of want to see LeBron win. I really do. So this team that started 2-10 had Russell Westbrook, traded a few of their players, and now look where they are. I know a lot of people are talking about them. A lot of people are scared. Mr. Nick Wright of First Things First, he called it. He said, hey, just beware. Be cautious, because they're coming. And I think they did. And the Lakers have been good all season. No, I'm sorry. I think the Lakers have showed us something. This is a good team. Now, in talking of the Lakers, I don't want to go on a spiel, but I will, because I normally do. With the Lakers, they're just weird to me. Because I think, first of all, I think LeBron James is a smart enough player to do it on purpose. For both series, they won Game 1, 3, 4, and Game 6, which is genius. You steal one at their place, one or two. You gotta win your 2 at home because you really don't want to be down. I don't think the Lakers team is good enough to be down. They have to be up at all times. So you did all that twice in a row, and I think they're gonna do it again. I don't know. I'm saying it right now. They may win Game 1, but I don't know. This Lakers team, it's just weird. Even Denver, within itself, is so complete. But I think the Lakers have an advantage against Denver. I felt more worried about the Lakers versus the Warriors just because I think the Warriors, that one thing that they have is the brain. It's the mindset. It's what you're thinking. You're like, damn, what if Steph goes out for 50 again? What if Draymond has a pretty good game? What if Andrew Wiggins is the wing defender? He's the wing slasher. He's the most athletic guy on the court. What if he just does that? What if Jordan Poole has a game? He doesn't because he's not that good of a player. I've been saying that. I've always thought that, even before the contract, even when he was hot. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is not... His hot shooting streak was not it. I knew it. That's what it is within itself. That's a whole other issue, and I don't want to go on a tangent about that. But in saying this, the Lakers and Denver were honestly, right now, they're just the 2 best teams that they have. We have the two best teams, two deepest teams, because you have the Lakers team who's now playing Lonnie Walker, who didn't really play before. You have Troy Brown Jr., who used to play, doesn't really play, started and doesn't. Like, you have all these people who, on both squads, who can get more minutes, but are not, because this team and their teams are so good. You just got to keep the good players on. Jokic's on and off numbers are legit. When he's on, this team is great. Jamal Murray can shoot the lights out. This is not prime bubble Jamal Murray, but this is a really good Jamal Murray. Aaron Gordon is one of the best wing defenders in the league, one of the most underrated players that we have in the league. And you still have guys like Braun, like Brown, off the bench who are pretty good. You have Uncle Jeff Green, who every other game will dunk on someone. Every other game will dunk on someone. So it's a very good team. You have Michael Porter Jr., who I think is such a talented player, but I understand his injuries, his inconsistency isn't great. But if he's your third option on this team, that's amazing. Like, this team is overall so good. And I didn't even mention KCP. I love KCP. Every team is looking for a KCP. Every team is looking for a young KCP. But you're not realizing that a lot of these young KCPs don't want to be a KCP. They want to be Mikal Bridges or Jeremy Grant for that 1 year with Detroit. Not realizing that their best option, their best version of themselves are that KCP role. But that Denver team is stacked. Everyone knows their role. And I've always said from day one, the most organized teams are going to win the NBA Finals. Going back to the team I had on my head, the Toronto Raptors, which is my team, unless you're organized, you're not going to win the title. You need to know who your number one guy and number two guys, and you need to know what everyone else needs to do. Now, when it goes to the Lakers, the best version of them is LeBron. You get your numbers. It really doesn't matter. AD get your numbers. Doesn't really matter. It's all about the others. This whole series is going to be others versus others. Because at the end of the day, Anthony Davis and Jokic could probably cancel each other out. They have LeBron and Jamal Murray. They probably cancel each other out. But it's about everyone else. Is KCP going to hit his shots? Is Austin Reeves hitting his shots? How good is Schroeder? How good is Brown? How good is Brown? Like, how good are these players? How good is Jeff Green? How good is Rui Hachimura? It's all about those others. If the others are playing well on either team, it's going to be a 7-game series. Easily, it's going to be a 7-game series. This is one of the most intriguing series that we've had in a while, because you just don't know what's going to happen. The Lakers need to come up fighting. They can't hold back. They can't be chilling. They need to go. This is not the Grizzlies. And with the Warriors weren't that good. Besides Steph, who's really going to score on that team? You saw what Klay Thompson couldn't do. It's all about the Lakers' defense, too. How good is the Lakers' defense going to be? Who's going to be playing more minutes for this team? This is a deep squad. A very deep squad. You have Anthony Davis, who's going to give you 15 and 20 in a game 6. LeBron almost gets a triple-double. But you have Austin Reeves. You have D'Lo. You have Schroeder. You have Rui, like I said. You have Lonnie Walker, who's going to maybe have a random 15-point game. The Lakers are deep, but you have Jokic who can score 50 points. Jamal Murray who can score 30 to 40 points. Michael Porter Jr. who can score 30 to 40. KCP can give you 15 to 20. Uncle Jeff Green can arguably still give you 15 to 20 points if he wants to. Like, this Bruce Brown can give you like 10, maybe 10 and 10, maybe get 10 rebounds. This team is so good, especially when you have Jokic, a 2-time MVP, a second in MVP voting this year. It's Denver Nuggets are a good team. The Lakers know how good this team is. You can't let up. And you got to steal one in Denver. You have to steal one in Denver. Because if you don't, you're not winning the series. Of course, that's just how it goes. Of course, like, you're not. Can I see the Lakers winning at home like they've done all throughout the playoffs? Yes, I can still see that happening because role players historically play better at home. It's happened. Now, let me say, how is Denver going to win? Because Jokic is going to be the MVP type player that he is. And quite frankly, Anthony Davis' defense just can't stop him. And that team, being the unit that they are, is just unbeatable. I am right now saying that I think whoever wins the Western Conference Finals is going to win the NBA title. Just from looking at it, whoever is going to win it is going to win the NBA title. I don't care if it's Boston coming out, because Boston was the team that I believed in the most out of like them in Milwaukee. But look what's happening. And mind you, I'm filming this before Game 7 of Philly and Boston, so I don't know who won. So I could be talking out my ass by saying Boston, but it's going to be Philly. And if anyone faces Philly, I think they're going to beat them too. So it really comes down to the fact that I'm looking at these two teams and going like, the winner of this is going to win it. It's just going to. I believe that if LeBron's in the finals and he doesn't have to face a juggernaut team, he's going to win. And there's no team that's a juggernaut team. Boston, I believed in them at one point, but now I don't. Maybe they may hit their stride, but I don't believe them anymore. Philly's not. Miami, great job on Miami. Heat culture is real, clearly. With Denver, like I said, they're a complete team. You have your number one guy, your number two guy, your number three guy. You have all your wing defenders in Gordon and in KCP. Gordon can give you 20. Gordon was giving you 20 when he was by himself in Orlando. So it can happen. The Denver Nuggets, and you can tell with that team, the Denver Nuggets, they play like a team. They're in it for each other, and they want to win. And then when you have the Lakers, it's the same thing. You have guys who want to win. A big shout out. See, the thing is, everyone's talking about the Lakers' moves. Well, none of that's really done anything for them. When they traded Russell Westbrook, the only guy that's done really anything is D'Lo. Beasley doesn't really play, and Vando is actually very important for the Lakers. He's actually very important because I think sometimes, just maybe, you may have him guard a Jokic. It's not going to be pretty, but maybe having some extra length, extra mobility can help guarding Jokic. How you guard Jokic ultimately? Straight up. It's just the Anthony Davis and Jokic matchup. You need to see why many people think Anthony Davis is one of the best defensive players in the league, one of the best defensive players of all time. This is when it counts the most. Seeing Anthony Davis do this at this current moment. And overall, LeBron's going to be LeBron. I truly believe LeBron's going to be LeBron. I know Aaron Gordon's probably going to be the one guarding him. Maybe a little KCP. But all in all, I think LeBron's going to be LeBron. Like I said, it's all about the others. So Denver's going to win because they're one of the most complete teams in the league. And they're going to just, show why they're the best team in the league, why they've been consistent all year, why you guys have underestimated them, why you guys should have talked about them more. They're going to prove it all. Beating the Lakers it's a statement. It's going to be a statement win. Beating LeBron and AD is going to be a statement win for Jokic. Jokic is going to basically cement himself as like a top 50 player of all time if he wins the title. I don't want to be giving out awards, but if he goes into the road beating a KD and a Booker and then facing a LeBron and AD and beating them and then beating whoever has to beat in the East, potentially a Joel Embiid, Jokic, probably, are we saying he's the best player in the league? Some would say. Now, how the Lakers are going to win this, NBA title or Western Conference Finals is, I don't know. I actually don't know. I don't know. I'm telling you, I still think this team is so weird because there's moments I'm like, is this team good? Is this team actually good? But I'm like, they are good. Like, they're good. But I think sometimes you just have so much doubt. You don't know what you're going to get with Anthony Davis. So I think that's the issue. You don't know if you're going to get a great Anthony Davis game or an average Anthony Davis game. And that actually matters the most. If you get an average Anthony Davis game, then you're going to be like, okay, then that's why they're going to lose. But if you get an Anthony Davis game where he gets 20 rebounds, then the sky's the limit for this team. But if an Austin Reeves and a Dennis Schroeder, who I know got ejected last game, he's actually the one guy, one of the extra players that I trust the most. If it goes LeBron and AD, then I gotta say I trust Schroeder the most just to do the right things. I don't believe he deserves to get kicked out, but that's just the way the league is. Sometimes the refs get a little bit more sensitive. Sometimes the players do some dumb things. I understand that. But Schroeder's been pretty consistent. If D'Lo can hit three-point shots at a consistent rate, the Lakers will win this. It really matters on guys like D'Lo, Hachimura, Lonnie Walker. Heck, maybe you may need a Beasley this series. And that's what makes the Lakers team so good. You have Beasley, who I swear averaged like 18 points one season, is off the bench playing, dirt minutes. Not playing any minutes for some games. Like, you have all these things happening. So I just feel like this Lakers team, they're so deep, and as long as LeBron and AD have it, sky's the limit. And the one thing that people aren't talking about the most when it comes to LeBron is that if LeBron believes in this team, they can do anything. And the one thing with the Lakers, one of the reasons why they will win this is, like I said, LeBron believes in this team. I think LeBron and AD are looking at themselves, looking at this team and be like, hey, this is our shot. This team is the team that resembles the most like the team that won the title in the bubble. This is the team that resembles the most. You have an Austin Reeves who can kind of remind you of like a weird Kyle Kuzma. You have a D'Lo. You have a Schroeder who kind of reminds you of like a Rondo. Maybe a D'Lo is an offensive version of KCP. KCP gave you the defense where D'Lo gives you the offense. But this team is still great defensively. You have a Vando who can guard the best wing player who's probably going to guard Jamal Murray. But I really think that LeBron and AD are looking at themselves saying like, hey, this team believes in themselves. And we got to believe in this team. And we got to believe that with these guys behind us, with these next 6, 7 guys, that we can do something. And my final point of why the Lakers will win, I think LeBron knows, in his heart of heart, because the way he's playing, I could feel like he knows this is his last great season. I've said it from time. This will be LeBron's last great season. I think he realizes from looking around, going like, you know what? This is it. This is my chance. Just if I beat Denver, I'm winning the title. I think he really believes if I can beat Denver, I'm winning a title. I think he believes himself against Boston, against Philly, against the Heat. He'll believe himself in all those teams. And I think he just believes if I could just do this one, if I could just beat Denver, I will go to the NBA Finals and win it, my 5th title. And I think he's looking at his team and going like, I believe in this team. As long as Anthony Davis is going to be the Anthony Davis going 15 and 20, I can give you 30. We got to give D'Lo, Austin Reeves, we got to give them all respect. And then it'll be fine. But in saying about the Lakers, they're the 8th seed, okay? I don't want to stop talking about Denver. Denver is a good damn team. My prediction, though, I don't know. I'm still pretty confused. But I think if you had to say, Michael, you have to make a decision. Here's a gun. Putting it into your head. You got to make a prediction. I'm going to say Lakers, oddly, in 6 again. I don't think they're going to win game 1. And I said I don't believe in the Lakers being down, but I do believe the rest is going to help them a lot, especially with LeBron and AD. So I think they could win game 2. I can see it going a 3-4, and then Denver winning 5, and Lakers winning game 6. Like I can really see them being up 3-1 again, and they have to be up. And it's all about the role players. Like this series is literally about the role players. And I'm very excited about it. I can't wait to see what's going to happen. Series is probably going to be way better than the Eastern Conference series. I don't care what it is. It's just going to be better. The Eastern Conference series is probably just going to be more competitive game to game. Probably be like closer games. But this Western Conference is just going to be more fun. I would say this series is going to be more fun. I'm very curious about every single game. I hope LeBron and company win. I really do. Like and subscribe. Follow on all streaming platforms. I got to do a video after the Philadelphia and Boston game, which will be probably tomorrow. So like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you again. Peace.